Big up, everybody. Good night. It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. What it do, my brethren? What it do, everyone? I hope you're having a great night, because guess what? It's the match preview. Tomorrow is match day. Man United is going to be in Europe, and we're definitely going to be contesting to see where we end up, because definitely it's going to have to determine a big performance, because Paok FC is no pushovers, guys. They are top of the Greek league. Sorry about that. They're the previous league champions from last season. They rest in second place. Their performances have been very good. They have some strong players, including their squad list is the likes of Shola Shoretiri as well. He's not a main starter yet, but they are quality there. And it's going to be a dangerous game for Man United, as both teams are looking to get some points to get themselves further up the table as they compete for that glory in Europe. You know, it's not the Champions League, but it's the Europa League, and United must win. We must win, because you know what? We want to play UCL, and this guarantees a way in. If we can get to that final, we make it all the way easier, because that means we don't have to stress. We could finish in the league in the top 6 and still play in the UCL next season. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for UCL football next season. The Europa League is the destination for that. Let's focus there, smash it up, take it home, and let's celebrate at the end of the season. And guys, big up to all of you joining. Big up to Frankie. Glory, glory, Man United. Big up to Danny B as well. Big up to Lucky Singh in the building. Lucky Singh has been coming with a lot of injuries. Updates. Let's start with this. Mark, crucial news, injury update. Mason Mount and Kobe are back in training. The likes of also, young Euro is back in training. Of course, he's not available for these 2 games, but he will be available after the new manager takes the helm on the November 11th. At the start of the international break, he's going to be training with the new manager. Of course, other players who are not going for their national teams will be also in training as well. Marcus and Alejandro are out. Yes, of course, we discussed that earlier. They are going to be rested for the next game. We're going to see something like Rasmus and Amad Diallo starting. Lucky. Maybe I shouldn't have done the research for the show tonight. I should just, just let you do everything, bro, because you have to stick the show in steps. Eriksson will be on the bench along with Anthony Santos. I expect them to get some minutes as they prepare to feature against Leicester, because you know what? We're going to rest some players going into the weekend. Manchester United need extra creative score to score more goals. It looks like Amad Diallo and Harry Amas should be involved at the start of the game, as we are going to start implementing some moves ahead in preparation for the new manager as well. It's a crucial game that we must win tomorrow. We must hold the ball. We must do very well, and we must play flexible. It's going to be interesting. Big up to you, my brother. Great news, injury updates on Eriksson, Mason Mount, and Anthony Santos. 100%, my brother. Big up to you, Lucky Singh. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you for that, bro. It's an interesting one, guys. What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking. Let's get into the match prediction. Let's see, what it might be. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. I don't know if Hayden Pro is going to pop in. I forgot to send him the link. Yeah, man. It's an interesting one. Big up to you guys, though. Let me drop the link in the chat just in case any of these guys pop around so they can pop in when they're ready. I've been forgetting to send these guys the links the last 2 streams. My mind has been for work, lots of work, guys. Sorry about that. You know how it is sometimes. You know what I mean? But let's get into some of the news that's coming in. You know what I mean? It's going to be very interesting. Let's check this out. There's a lot of news coming in right now. And let's check out the most important news, which is the starting lineup, what possibly could happen, who's probably going to be featuring. Let's get into it, guys, because, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. 100%. So, Manchester United versus Paok. Fernandez can shine, but no clean sheet for the host. That's a possible prediction from a lot of people, because Paok, like I said to you guys, they are an interesting team and they've been performing very well. You know what I mean? And this is one of the big games for us. We haven't won any of the first 3 games we played. We've drawn them all. Disappointing. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where we need a win. We definitely need a win to really kick this campaign off, get ourselves in a comfortable position, because one win takes us really far up the table, guys. The points are pretty close right now. And, with some favorable results, this win and a win in the following game, which is against Bodo Glimt, could see us skyrocket to the top of the table in the top 8. That's how close the table points are. And Manchester United are waiting for the new manager to arrive. But you know what? We expect goals at Old Trafford tomorrow night. Your boy is in the building, so we're expecting goals. Manchester United have made a bold and smart move in recording the sporting coach Ruben Amorim here, but he doesn't arrive until the international break. So for now, it's Ruud van Nistelrooy. And as you can see in the match preview early on, the manager's press conference, he spoke about his focus on this game and the need for us to get the job done. And it's going to be very interesting because if we don't get the job done, it's going to be a very difficult situation for us. We're going to be stuck. We cannot afford to draw another game because we're going to make things difficult for ourselves and heap the pressure on. We don't need that in this current moment, guys. That's going to be bad for business. And what can I say? What can I say? But the Greek champions, let's see. Let's talk about the starting lineup for them first and a little bit about their team, and then just get into who's possibly starting for Man United as well afterwards, because we're the home team after all. In the league that's been largely dominated for decades by the capital club of Olympiacos, it was recently quite something for Theon Solinki's side Paok to come through and be crowned champions of Greece last season. Razvan Luseku's side, the coach, son of legendary Romanian boss Mireka Lusecu, stormed to victory in the final weeks of the last term, beating all of their title rivals to clinch the championship. While Paok have been able to maintain their impressive domestic form, they are only a point behind leaders and local rivals Aris. They are struggling in the Europa League. A 3-1 defeat at Turkish champions Galatasaray was understandable, but a 1-0 home defeat to Romanians FCSB was less so. And on match day 3, Paok had to come from behind to draw 2-2 with Czech outfit Victoria Plzeň. At the least, Lusecu can generally rely on his team's firepower. Paok have scored 17 of their 20 games in all terms, in all competitions, including 10 of their away matches. The goals tend to be shared around there, and there's a depth in the attacking unit with Fyodor Shalov, Kirill Despotov, Tarik Tisoldali, Andrea Zirkovic, and Brazilian veteran Tyson, all potential goal scorers. Both teams can find the net. There's little to suggest that Van Nistelrooy's side has made United any tougher to beat or more disciplined defensively in a short time in charge. And all of the players will want to try and impress the incoming Amorim. Old habits die hard. United have managed just 2 clean sheets in their last 10 games, and the last of those were a month ago against Villa. Both teams have scored in all 3 of their United's UEL games, and given Paok's ability to consistently score on the road, I'm quite surprised to see both teams to score priced here at a generous 20-23 on the sportsbook. Interesting. Now, for Manchester United, there are key players who are still either unavailable or not probably starting tomorrow. Lena Yoro, Terrell Malacia, Luke Shaw, Kobe Mainoo, and Harry Maguire are still sidelined for the game. Meanwhile, Anthony and Mason Mount might find themselves on the bench in the lineup of the squad sheet. So, it's going to be interesting that, my pick is Bruno Fernandes to shine tomorrow. The way that team plays, I think Bruno is going to be critical. They are a very well-drilled team, but I would say to you they lack that energy for the 90 minutes, and the pace of the football is not that quick. So I think we will have a little bit of a shine when it comes to that, guys. I think United will find a little bit of freedom in the half spaces as well. I think if we can score an early goal and get them to open up, it's going to be a big night for United because, we need to get the score in early to get it done. I think the longer the game remains 0-0 will favor Paok, give them confidence that they can get a result. So we need to get in early and be clinical tomorrow. I expect Rasmus Højlund to be leading the line. I think he's going to be critical tomorrow. This team plays a back 4, and the way they play, they have some physical center backs, but Rasmus Højlund is pretty quick. The defense isn't that fast. So if we could help Rasmus get in behind, maybe even a Marcus Rashford, who might not be in the starting lineup, it's going to be very interesting and for what we can do. And us to get a victory against Paok at home tomorrow. Your boy will be live in the stadium, of course, you know, so Drex is going to be doing the watch along, but I will be coming in at halftime live from in the stadium to give a little bit of my views at the first half. You know, I will also be here live at the pre-match before the game starts to give you a little bit of insight because I'll be in the stadium as well. I will call in as well. So big up to all of you guys, but I will let you know one thing. We expect a win tomorrow, and it's going to be a difficult game. It's not going to be easy. Don't get me wrong. But we're at home, and we have to get the job done. We need the points. We need to set ourselves up so that the game against Bodo Glimt takes us into the top 10 on the table, because we have one more game for Christmas, right after Christmas in the Europa League. You know what I mean? The one game we have again is away before Christmas. And if we could win that, well, we're secure in the top 4. We play Rangers away in January, and that could be the clincher that makes sure that we are stuck in the top 8, in the top half, where we will be one of the seeded teams against the other 8. So we need to get the job done. I expect to see a starting lineup. I'm going to build a team for you guys really quickly. But right before I touch on that, I wanted to touch on some news that, you know, some interesting reports coming out. You know, Amad Diallo is set to get a new deal by January. Manchester United are keen on getting this done. It's going to be very interesting to see what this package entails. There are some reports that he might receive a 20 to 30K boost in his salary per week. And I think that might be well deserved. And that might be something that shows that he's becoming an important and integral part of the squad. Let's see how it goes. Of course, you know, this is going to also be if he is actually in the plans of the new manager coming in. So let's see how it goes. Big up to Ahmad. I think at the end of last season, his performances show that he can make himself an integral part of the team, but that is left to be seen because his performances has not been the same since he started the first 4 games this season. I look forward to some improvement, and he must step up. Now, there's some interesting news coming in that there's a boost that United might be able to get a 20 million discount, and Amorim must sign him. So it might be a situation where we might be looking to pay 63 to 70 million, and this guy could be coming in the door. While this might be possible in January, it's certainly going to be something that might be a doable, definitely in the summer. So we can look forward to that. You don't need to, you know, we don't need to go in too much. It's Victor Gyökeres, and the guy, bruh, he is a talent, guys. He is a talent. So we're going to have to take this seriously. And if we get the opportunity, the move is going to have to be made very, very quickly. So a little bit of other news coming in, guys. I wanted to just bring this to you guys really quickly because I just think it's interesting news. And it's about the new manager and some possible players that might be having to worry about their positions in the squad and the team when Ruben comes in. And this is just some, you know, based on some systems that he has played and what he likes and what, you know, what, not only what I think, but what some others that I've been discussing with possibly think might be a situation. Of course, there are 1 or 2 players I disagreed with, but guys, you know what I mean? This is what some people think. So let's see what they're saying. They're thinking Casemiro might be one of those players who might be, you know, facing that delete as another player because he doesn't really, you know, in their opinion. Joshua Zirkzee, another one. Marcus Rashford. And last but not least, Anthony. But what I could tell you is I think they got that list entirely wrong. So even though I argued, they didn't listen to me. So, guys, big up to all of you joining. You know what it is, guys. You know what I mean? We're going to see a starting lineup. That's going to be interesting tomorrow. You know, I have a lineup that I was building that I thought maybe I would like to see tomorrow. You know, what you guys think? I will bring it to the stage shortly so you guys can let me know what you think, because I definitely want to see Manchester United win that game tomorrow. Your boy will be in the stadium. I'm hoping to bring them the positive good luck. Boom. Let's build this team really quickly, guys. It's going to be really interesting. Coming off the bench, yeah, might be interesting. Might be interesting, bro. That might be interesting to see if he comes off the bench, what it will do for the team. You know what I mean? I'm expecting Onana to be in goal. Of course, you know, we saw him at the press conference today. They had a lot of interesting questions that he was asked. I think he handled it pretty well. I'm hoping that at the right back, we're going to see Diego Dalot, because I kind of prefer him off the right and not really off the left. I think off the left, he's a little bit susceptible. I don't know what you guys are thinking. You know what I mean? I'm going to just stick the lid in here because, yeah, he's deserved it, guys. He's been immense, you know. And since we're playing Paok, I don't think they're too quick. I'm gonna stick in Lissandro here. I would like to play Johnny Evans. Yeah, I'm gonna play Johnny Evans, bro. I really would like to play Evans, to be fair, you know, because I think it's one of those games where we need a pragmatic back line. We're gonna need some leadership from the back, and that team doesn't pose that dramatic threat of pace. So I'm not going to be too stressed. I'm going to put Mazraoui here. You know what I mean? I'm going to put Mazraoui off the left for now. Let's not hold on. This formation is whack. All right, so this is the formation. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to put in Casemiro, because I wanted to see him. I like that pivot. I think that pivot gives us a certain sense of security. You know what I mean? And Casemiro does get forward well as an 8 role. I would also put Ugarte in there because I think Ugarte is going to, you know, he needs the minutes, and I think he's been getting most of his minutes in the Europa League, so I expect him to start there. Of course, you know, for me, only one man is going to start in my number 10 position, and that's Bruno Fernandes. You know, I'm going to go with Ahmad at the start because I think he deserves a shot and he deserves to start this game. I would like to see what he would do against their defense. I think it's going to be a good situation for him facing Tyson on that side, because Tyson plays the wing-back role for the team. So let's see how it goes. And I definitely would be putting, you know, Garnacho off the left for me. You know what I mean? That would be my starter. And of course, guys, young Rasmus is definitely going to be my striker up top. I'm going to definitely be interested in boosting the lineup at the end of the, you know, as the game progresses. But I think this is a fine start for United if we could start with this lineup here. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the comments. I think this is going to be a big scoreline, 5-1 for you. I'm going to go with a 7-2 game because I just think United is going to score a lot of goals in the first half. And because they're going to open up to attack us, it should be a goal fest, 100%. Lucky Singh is saying 3-0. Yeah, something like that. I think this is going to be a strong starting team. You know, it gives a little bit of versatility, and you can change things. You know, you can play a back 3 with the likes of Mazraoui, De Ligt, and Evans there. You know what I mean? You can have the low bombing forward, helping out. You could have Casemiro and Ugarte sitting in that midfield and alternating their possession. Bruno left up top with Ahmad and Garnacho. Is going to be a pretty sound attack. You know what I mean? We definitely need to finish off the job tomorrow 100%. So I'm going to leave it for that, guys. I have an early flight to catch in the morning. Yeah, Frankie, 7-2 is my score. So what I'm saying is I got an early flight, so I got to go. Big up to all of you. Have a great night. I will shout you out in the morning. You know, when I land in Manchester, I'll do a little vlog in the airport to let you guys know I arrived safely. And then I'm going to try to get my way to Manchester Stadium so I could do a little bit of a morning vlog. We'll see how it goes. But big up to all of you guys. Cheers. Hope you have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow. It's your boy, Mark N. Big up to all of you guys.